Top trade negotiators from China and the United States have wrapped up day one of their latest round of talks in Malaysia and are expected to meet again tomorrow. However, just a day before, the U.S. launched a trade probe into China that could pave the way for more tariffs on Chinese imports. Jamie Liu reports.
Vice Premier He Lifeng, who led the Chinese delegation, left the venue in Kuala Lumpur after concluding day one of the talks, which lasted around 7 hours. They met with the U.S. team headed by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trade Representative Jamieson Greer. A U.S. Treasury official said the talks have been very constructive, raising hopes of diffusing a costly tariff dispute between the world's two biggest economies. In a step that could add to Washington's leverage ahead of the Leaders' Summit, the U.S. Trade Representative initiated a so-called Section 301 probe into China. It focuses on a 2020 trade deal where China promised greater market access and extra $200 billion purchase of U.S. goods and services and other efforts. Washington accused Beijing of failing to uphold the agreement despite repeated engagement, aiming to establish a more reciprocal trade relationship with China. It also said the probe underscores the Trump administration's resolve to protect American farmers, ranchers, workers, and innovators. Responding to the fresh trade probe, the Chinese embassy in Washington said Beijing firmly opposed false accusations and related investigation measures. It stressed that China has scrupulously fulfilled its obligations in the agreement, accusing the U.S. of escalating economic and other forms of pressure on China. The embassy urged the U.S. side to promptly rectify its wrong practices and properly manage differences through dialogues. Jamie Liu, Cable News.